When we make and use different materials, we invariably have a lot of waste associated with this process. Imagine a product that you've used today. It was probably produced in a factory, transported to where you bought it from, and then you used it. When you finish with it, you might recycle it to reuse parts of the product, and that energy can be recovered. But invariably, whether it be in your home, an agricultural context, or in industry, there will be waste that leaves the system. This could be from non-recycled waste or emissions produced from the burning of fossil fuels. Because waste is being lost and not kept in the system, we call this an open system. As we move towards a more sustainable future, it's vital that we try to minimise this waste, leaving a system where waste from one process becomes the raw materials for another. If we manage to do this with 100% effectiveness, then we would create a closed-loop system. Ecosystems come as theoretically close to this, and this is one way that we can learn from the natural world. Most of the waste materials in nature are not lost, but are used as food or reactants in further processes. Take this simple example. Plants are obviously a food source for animals. However, the oxygen that they produce as a waste product of photosynthesis can be used by respiring organisms, and vice versa. The carbon dioxide that's produced as a waste product of respiration can be used as a reactant in photosynthesis. There's no waste of dead organic material. Items such as fallen leaves, petals, and fruits and feces are recycled in the ecosystem by microorganisms. These microorganisms use digestive enzymes to break down complex molecules into simpler nutrients, which are then incorporated back into the system. One of the major resources that humans rely on is the use of crude oil for energy and plastic, amongst other things. This doesn't meet the requirements of a closed-loop system. This is because it takes crude oil millions of years to form from the decay of dead organisms, and we use it up at a much faster rate. We can think about oil as fossil sunlight energy, as the energy that's released from burning crude oil originated from the sun when the organisms were alive and photosynthesizing, capturing this energy.